Yes, hello there. My name's Nick Brown, and today we're going to have a chat about the things that you care about and whether or not you'd be able to write about them to be able to help other people. Okay, we're doing this in conjunction with the Endless Bookcase, and if you want to get in touch, you can on nick@careabout.co.uk or on that phone number. So what do we care about? We care about helping people to help themselves, all right? Not about telling other people what to do. It's about giving them the tools to take their own decisions. And we think that this is important for people having a sense of belonging and being able to help each other and help the communities that they live in. Okay? So we do this by writing down our experiences and sharing with other people. But to make this grow, we need your help and your experiences. So, it's asking a lot. So let's just see where we can start from. I did this by writing a book about my experiences in business. I know it's helped many people in business. It's helped them avoid some of the mistakes that I made. And it's helped people to create jobs. It's helped people to enjoy being employed and be safely employed. And it's helped them to build their own experiences and their own stories, which, that's what makes the world go round. And I'm proud of that. Okay. So what are your experiences? Could you write a book? Or do you know somebody else whose story you'd like to hear? The questions I ask myself are, is it for me? Am I clever enough? What would I say? What would it cost? How long would it take? Well, you'll be glad to know that it doesn't cost nearly as much as you might think. And how long it takes depends upon, how long the book is and how clearly you've got it thought through at the outset. So, as I say here, they're all very good questions. And the bottom line is that, like all adventures, they start with taking the first step. And from there, we can help you to help yourself to write the book. And we can. And it's a step-by-step process, but it's nowhere near as onerous as you might think that it might be. Okay, so writing a book, is it for you? So this, I think, is the test. Ask yourself this question. If, when I was younger, I knew what I know today, would things have been different? And for me, I knew the answer to that question was yes. If the answer is yes for you, then you have a story to tell. And that's exactly what I did in my book. I simply thought about my business life and the problems that I ran into and how I found the help to get around them, how I managed them, all of those various elements. A crystal ball is a very useful thing, and just knowing what's around the corner is a real help. And in life, these things that they do repeat themselves. And this feeling of not being the only person facing these problems is a very powerful place to be. So I think that your grandchildren, your children, and your children need that help. They will value your experience, and they can build on that. And you know how these things can be difficult in families. They're certainly difficult in businesses, and they've certainly been difficult in most of the families I've known. But success and happiness are about standing on the shoulders of giants. They're about learning from other people's mistakes rather than repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So is it for you? Well, it might be, because you could give your family a start in life that they can belong to and be proud of. It does matter. Is that for you? Okay. So think about, if it is, think about what you want to say, who you want to say it to, and write them both down. Then take your reader on a journey through the woods of your life, or what it is that you want to say and how that works, you know, the reason why you have something that you feel you care enough about to be able to write down, and help them to stay on the path, or at least know what's coming around the corner. Where would you start? Where would the journey end? And what would be the steps along the way? If you can do that, then you have what it takes to be an author. And very well done to you. Okay. So you now, and this is kind of the bulk of this, like all good stories, you've got a beginning, a middle, and an end. You've got the steps along the way, and these will be your chapters. Now all you've got to do is fill in the gaps. And this, believe me, is absolutely the key to writing a book, because filling in the gaps is easy. Okay. No doubt you will change it as time goes by, but knowing which order things come in is the key to writing a good book that makes sense. Okay. There's all sorts of other things around making sure the English is right and it's properly spelt and all those things. We'll hold your hand all the way through this on this adventure of writing your book. It is a voyage of self-discovery. One of the massive benefits on this is it helps you to think things through, and that can very often give you peace as well. It gives your children an opportunity to understand the choices that you took, and it helps to inform the choices that they will take. It's a highly personal journey, one that requires honesty and in no small part some humility. That is what makes it worthwhile. You demonstrate that you care about your family enough to give them the benefit of your experience without judging them. Okay, so you're just saying, here I am, these were the choices I faced, and these are the decisions that I took. Some of them were right, some of them weren't, but there were good reasons why I took them at the time. Okay, and then you're giving them the benefit of that experience without that awkward situation of people thinking, why are you telling me this? Okay, so your book, your legacy, your life. You help yourself by thinking things through. You help your family by helping them to help themselves. And you help your community by helping them to help each other. We all win, we support each other so that we are valued and we belong. Now that is very worthwhile. Okay. So in terms of the next steps, if you'd like to sign up for the Endless Bookcase newsletter, you can. You can sign up as an author and get straight on to that process. Or you can buy a write a book token and give it to a friend or relative. So go to theendlessbookcase.com, or you can email me on nick@careabout.co.uk, or phone the number at the bottom. You may well get an answer phone. If you do, we'll make sure we call you back. Okay. So thank you very much for listening, and very happy writing of your books, and welcome to the Care About community. Thank you.